Does psoriasis define me, or did it define me? I think at times in the past I would have let it, like I would always be, the minute I'd go to training, maybe in athletics, and if it was in a shorts and t-shirt, I'd say straight away to somebody, if I caught them looking at my skin, I'd say, oh, I have psoriasis, by the way, straight away before they could even ask. Because I did have a few negative experiences, was the first thing to jump in. Whereas now, unless somebody asked me, I wouldn't just offer to say to them. They'd have to be bold enough to ask me what it was. Like when I was 11, I'd never had psoriasis, and then when I was 11, I broke out, and my mother broke out. And they were the only two in the family that have psoriasis. She has it very bad on her hands at times. It can come and go. She has a little bit on her face at the moment as well, which she's quite self-conscious about because she's never had it on her face before. She would get it on her knees and her elbows. It would be more plaque psoriasis, and I have got it. So we'd be even different in creams and treatments and stuff like that. Neither of us can think of anything that really triggered it. I mean, at the time, the doctors did say probably the onset of puberty, maybe hormones changing and things like that, I was probably predisposed to it, and it just came out at that time. I got a particularly bad flare-up after being clear for a long time last September. Last year I got married and my dad had a heart attack and he had a triple bypass, and I had final exams all in the space of 6 months. So I would imagine the stress of that is what brought it on in September then, when everything was calm and relaxed again. But you know, he's well now, and we had our fantastic honeymoon and we've been travelling since, and everything is all good now. So I suppose a lot of it is to do with managing stress levels as well, to be honest. So I got great support from the Psoriasis Association of Ireland, and particularly their members on Facebook. I was able to get a lot of support about different creams and treatments and things like that. So I got light treatment last September, and thankfully it worked very well. And so I kind of wanted to give something back, and I wanted to do something about the stigma and the false beliefs. And you know, so many people with psoriasis have bad self-confidence and self-esteem, so I wanted to do something that would promote it. So I thought up of the idea for the fashion show. I just really changed as a person. I think I've just accepted it now, that this is just a part of me, whereas for years I was battling it with creams and things like that, which I will continue to do, but I suppose I've just accepted it a bit more. Like, I've had great support from my colleagues, my husband, my family have always been supportive. They've never batted an eyelid to it, but I mean, I would often have had bad negative comments before, whereas now, particularly after tonight and doing this, it'll just be like, you know, I don't care anymore what you think of my skin. And I just really have grown in the last 6 months in particular. I decided to just do things for me for a while, and I just really hope other people that have psoriasis can kind of get inspiration or whatever from this, because you know, they shouldn't be hiding behind, you know, long sleeve tops and things. They should just dare to reveal, as they say. If I could talk to myself as an 11-year-old girl, I would say not to be so self-conscious, not to be constantly worrying about people think. There are far bigger fish to fry than your appearance in this life. I would look back and say psoriasis is really only a really small piece of who you are and who you can be, and just learn how to manage it properly and not be wallowing in about it. That's easier said than done when you are a teenage girl, but that's what I would tell myself now.